Planet Fitness in Slidell speaking.
Hey, how you doing, man? New to the area, just looking for a little place for me and the family to get our fitness on. Now, of course, I know Planet Fitness has been in the freaking news a lot lately. What is y'all's policy before we sign up to do anything over there as far as this locker room stuff with who's allowed in what locker rooms?
I was going to say it should have it on the website.
Well, what do y'all allow at that local one? Is it men only and men's and women only and women's? I mean, is that basically the policy there? Because I have a young daughter, and I would prefer not to have to worry about a man walking into the locker room. I did see they caught another freak in that Planet Fitness. They still ain't changed nothing.
Yeah.
This one was this man. He identifies as a woman, of course, and he's in there butt ass naked in the locker room. Now they actually arrested this clown, but it's still that shit stems from them allowing that to go on.
It's called close. It's called close the fucking door.
Yeah, stop letting them.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Close the door. And they keep on like, oh, no, we didn't be all inclusive. Let's open these doors up. And then, however, guys, please conduct yourself. No, close that fucking door. You didn't have a problem with that shit before.
Yeah.
If you go ahead.
I wonder what the policy is on this local one over here.
I don't know.
Think we should call them?
Yeah.
Speakerphone and ask what their policy is?
I will say this. I was watching on TikTok, and there was some guy who said that, what you doing, bro?
I'm asking, should we call them and ask them what?
Yeah, but let me say this.
I'm gonna tell them I got a family that my family's
Yes.
looking to join, but I wanted to know, I heard all the news going on.
Let me say this first so I can take the edge off of it because boy, look,
I'm about to call them and see what they say. I want to know.
There's a guy said that he's friends. He was a pretty jacked up guy. You could tell that he does hit the gym, and he said that he's friends with the owner of a Planet Fitness, and that guy doesn't play that shit. He does not let
who doesn't
one gender go into others' bathroom.
Who doesn't?
The owner.
The owner of one particular.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
well, I mean it could be a what do you call it? I guess it's franchised out.
thing.
Yeah, so
I'm also saying that to say this: that fucking dude needs to have his own gym and shut Planet Fitness down.
Well, yeah.
You know how you joke.
Planet Fitness. We are currently open and staffed from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. For the latest updates, please visit your club's page on planetfitness.com. This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
This is Planet Fitness in Slidell speaking.
Hey, how you doing, man? New to the area, just looking for a little place for me and the family to get our fitness on. Now, of course, I know Planet Fitness has been in the freaking news a lot lately. What is y'all's policy before we sign up to do anything over there as far as this locker room stuff with who's allowed in what locker rooms?
I was going to say it should have it on the website.
Well, what do y'all allow at that local one? Is it men only and men's and women only and women's? I mean, is that basically the policy there? Because I have a young daughter, and I would prefer not to have to worry about a man walking into the locker room.
Yeah, it's I was gonna say it's they don't have no policy when it comes to that. I was gonna say it's a judgment-free zone.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's what I needed to know, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you think you live in Louisiana? I live where we were. See,
no judgment. So you can walk around with your
zone.
dick flopping around with my daughter.
right here in Louisiana.
That's awesome.
Right here in Louisiana.
Wow.
So look, but this is why I say
I didn't
this.
expect that, honestly.
No,
I
me
thought I was
neither.
going to call that local one, and they'd be like, "Oh no, sir, we don't."
Yeah, we don't allow
That's
that.
crazy.
But you go by what's on the website. Like I don't give two fucks. What are y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are very, very, very. We are a lot more vulnerable than you think.
No, apparently.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
Yep.
I can't wait to.
You're a lot more vulnerable than you think. And I've seen this shit coming because
Damn.
check this out. Look, I'm pretty sure you thought that it's a fucking slam dunk, man. Louisiana, it wouldn't fucking happen here.
Yeah.
And then you got, dude was like, no, man. You could tell the dude was a big dude, too. He had bass in his fucking voice.
And you could also tell he probably didn't want to give that answer, you know, but he had no choice, you know. Yeah. Wow. And I'm sure I'm not the first one to ask that.
Man, fuck Planet Fitness.
But I really, really was not expecting that down over here in Louisiana.
No. This is because I'm starting to get a little irritated with it. Because how do we as men, all right, because this is all our shit.
Yeah.
Everything. I don't give a fuck who you are. The women up until now. I don't give a fuck. Let me say it.
You're going to come off very chauvinist.
I don't give a fuck. So the fuck what? When I start seeing the equal amount of bricklayers as women as compared to men, then they can fucking say something because they select and choose their jobs as they see fit, right? To whatever's easy. But this is men made all of this shit. Men built this fucking country. Men protected this goddamn country. And then now they're segueing over to saying that men don't have any fucking power. So, you know, when you take the power from us, they take the power from them. So now we can't even fucking protect our own children.
Yeah.
Our women are under fire. You had fucking Caitlyn fucking Jenner.
Yeah.
To win Woman of the fucking Year.
Yeah, that was
right?
something.
And knock the woman out of that fucking spot. I'm so tired of it. It's unfucking real. If you're not happy with your fucking self, you can either get plastic surgery or go on a fucking diet or do whatever the fuck. And if you don't fucking like it, here, fucking leave. But goddamn.
Well, we shouldn't have to all play along is the way I see it. You know, like we can't have separate locker rooms now because one of these, and I'm gonna say these mentally disturbed people may get their feelings hurt that they can't walk into, and it's never the other way around where it's a problem that a woman's and a man, because that's not happening. It's these fucking men that decide they want to call themselves women and go into a woman's dressing room. That's the way it always goes.
Oh, but check this out too.
It's a sexual perversion.
Check this out too. Yeah, but you know, you got a lot of testosterone flowing in that fucking gym. All right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of dudes that go in the gym to work off a bunch of aggression because they can't get the woman that they want.
Right.
And they keep on getting friend zones. So they go up and they start to work out. Just so the testosterone starts to pump up. Right. And these guys are not very fit with women as of yet. Right. Yeah. Like, you know, if you give them a year or two to have them to acclimate to where women start paying attention to them, then they'll fall into the regular part. But when you've been going for that long without a woman and these testosterone starts to pump up, so you're going to have a girl who identifies as a man go into the men's locker room,
right?
And that dude's fucking coming off of a hot set, or maybe he's going to go on to a hot set, and he's been frustrated and bothered for a long time, and then whatever strips down on side and starts to take a shower, that's going to go to a dude's psyche. You know, straight up.
Could lead to trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think that's their plan when they go in there with that nonsense.
You know
what I mean? I think this is my way to get into that.
Yes. I'll put it like this to cover my ass. When you was 22, or when you was 22, or when you was 22, and there was a fucking naked girl standing there within an age range of between 18 to 30, how many times out of 100 would you not look?
Oh,
Zero.
I wouldn't look at all because I respect
right, exactly. It's all about respect.
No, I mean, I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, that's the problem with a man being in there.
So we're gonna see,
and it makes these women very uncomfortable. I don't know how a woman ever joins a place like Planet Fitness after all this shit that's going on.
Absolutely,
you know
women are more.
And I'm gonna do what I can to put that one in Slidell on blast after this.
Right.
I mean, I did not expect that. Really, I really thought they were gonna.
And you say that, you know, and it's like, you know, even if your daughter 16, 17, 18, or 20, or like your daughter 22, whatever it might be, definitely not. I wouldn't be comfortable with my wife at 56 years old going there.
Well, no, I mean, neither would your wife. That's what I mean. Like, who are these women that are continuing? Which I guess some women don't care who sees them, but
I guess
for the most part, they don't want some creepy ass man walking around. You know,
listen. There's the law, and then there's morals.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
And so you could be lawfully correct and morally wrong, or you could be morally correct and lawfully wrong.
Yeah.
But we need to start to have those two to kind of intertwine with one another. Right.
Good luck. You
understand that, right? You go into church, you look a certain way.
Sure.
You know, that's not acceptable for you to go into church like this to be showing you having your cleavage all out, popping a titty and having your fucking camel toe, or a dude's got his dick print all in the middle of fucking church. You don't do it. And I don't care if you believe in that church or not. You don't walk onto other people's property and do no kind of shit. At your own house, do whatever the fuck you want. When you go out in public, there's two things you got to fucking adhere to. Number one is to be morally, civilized. And for number two, it's to follow the fucking law.
Well, that's how it should be, but that's not how it is, apparently.
And do you notice that the places that they scrub the morals away, the fucking law goes right along with it?
Yeah. Yeah, because that should be against the law, the way
Let me say that again.
Yeah.
Let me say that again and make it strong. Do you notice that the places that they take the morals away, the law gets scrubbed away right along with it? Name a spot. Name that spot. That one of them states.
Planet Fitness.
No.
Portland.
Portland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Portland. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Fucking San Francisco.
Yeah.
Shit in the streets. Take whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever because there's no moral. When you erase the morals away, you take the law away.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand that, right?
Yeah. Or is it vice versa? You start allowing lawless, and then
You're not gonna have morals without law.
yeah.
I mean, you have to have the law first, and then the morals kind of you put the morals as
Well,
as
but the
kind
law,
of a guideline.
it may force people to have morals, or at least act like it. So you start taking laws away, and then all of a sudden these assholes that
You can't have morals without law.
yeah.
You
Well,
have
I
to have
think
law
it's
for
laws that keep us civilized. I mean, I
Right.
really do.
and then
to
morals
a
give you
degree.
morals
Well, it
give you
is,
standards.
but at the same time, if you're just not a dickhead, you don't need a law to tell you not to do dumb shit or hurt other people. I don't need a law to tell me that. I'm just not going to run around stealing shit and hurting people. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's just how we were brought up.
People breaking the law is not going to give anybody else room to even have morals.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I'm here trying to have a conversation with Brother Brad, and then somebody keeps on fucking playing their music too fucking loud, then I can't even begin to be civilized because this dude won't fucking stop breaking the law. He's banging on the fucking door. He's disturbing me stuff. So you have to have laws at first, right?
Yeah.
But so where's the law? Where's the law say that a person can't go into the other bathroom? There's a law, right?
I thought there was, but apparently there can't be.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what because you're right. That is interesting because is it against the law? I always thought it was, or maybe we just assumed that.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, maybe if
That's a
there's an
good
attorney
question.
out there,
You know
maybe
what
they
that- you know
can
what that- you know what
chime
that
in and
proves?
let us know.
You know what that proves? And because I was saying it earlier that you was being ignorant to the fact that you didn't know that shit could happen like that in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I'm ignorant to the fact that I don't even know that shit could happen or not. You understand that, right?
Lawfully.
I'm
happened.
all inclusive when I
Yeah.
say something. When I point the finger, I don't just point the finger at you. I point three back at me.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here saying I don't even know if it's lawful or not for a man to walk into a woman's bathroom.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that. I mean, I guess it has to be.
We're
or
gonna
they would
find out,
be-
though.
I mean,
We're gonna find out because me as a man, I feel like I can't even be a man and walk around and hold my fucking head high knowing that this shit is going on.
yeah.
Hand to God.
Yeah, I'm just more like, and then when you start having, whether it be children, grandchildren, whatever, and,
That's hurtful.
and you have a girl in your life, and then you see shit like this going on,
Absolutely.
it
And look-
really pisses you off.
Yeah.
Look all
you
of the
know?
shit you did to get to where you at now.
Yeah,
So you paying all of these. Excuse me. You paying all of your taxes. You paying all of your bills. You sending a child to school. You showing up for all of the appointments. You doing all of this groundwork for your quality of life to be fucking diminished because you have some fucking dude that decides to pull his dick out in a fucking woman's locker room at Planet Fitness where you pay for them to go.
Now, I guess Planet Fitness defense, they're like, well, just don't come here. I mean, but that's our
Oh, then that's-
policy.
right.
But don't come.
Right.
No,
And to me, you're catering to the wrong side
Right.
because
No,
it's a very small portion of society
Absolutely.
that you're so concerned with upsetting.
Right.
Fuck what the normal, and I'm gonna say normal. Fuck what the normal people think.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're gonna cater to these because we don't want 5 people with colored hair standing outside of our place protesting. You know what I mean? If they would have told the people in the very beginning that started all this bullshit to fuck off, we don't want to hear it. We don't care. It
Right.
would have nipped it in the bud right there. But as
Right.
soon as you started catering to that side,
Yep.
They politicized it and made markets for it.
yes,
So now you got these fucking bullshit stores like Sephora.
yeah,
You ever been?
no, I've never even heard
Well,
of
we're
it.
gonna
really.
go.
What is it?
Is it Sephora? What's the all makeup store? It's
Uh,
nothing but fucking makeup
around
from wall
here?
to wall.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Sephora.
Sephora?
And they got like Mac.
There's one in Covington,
Yeah.
and we're gonna take a field trip and go there.
For what? To see men and they're
I wanna-
shopping
I wanna,
for.
No, I want to show you what the fuck is going on. We have a certain part of our society, and everybody. And look, people are struggling to pay their fucking bills right now. All right, fucking shit is outrageous. So you have the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
And the haves, although everybody tries to say that that they're loving and giving all of that shit, people really don't give a fuck about no fucking body.
Mm-mm.
Right.
That store is so frivolous and fucking extra and over the fucking top. It is unreal. Just
Yeah,
like
I've never-
just like Starbucks.
Yeah.
They don't
Well,
drink
yeah.
Starbucks because you like the way that shit tastes.
Hell no.
They want to fucking have that fucking Starbucks.
Yep.
Just like my good old
Well,
Google.
all it took was
with
a few
that Starbucks
celebrities.
ride out there, to have that, and that's another, and they didn't want to ride around with the fucking big ass glasses on. People are really, really fucking vain. Do you know that the purses come out every 4 months?
The who?
Purses.
Purses?
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
The Gucci bags and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you got to have the brand new Gucci bag. We've gotten so far away from providing for ourselves, and we've gotten so industrialized until we don't even know fucking which way is up.
Yeah.
Now, us as 4 grown men can't even fucking say if we know for a fact that it's illegal for a man to walk into a fucking woman's restroom and stay in there.
It is true. Nobody in here knows.
No.
That's how bad,
I would think
that's how
it
bad
would
off.
be.
You would think it would be,
Yes.
but then
Right.
why not? Why wouldn't they?
Right.
Like, say you're Planet Fitness.
Right.
Okay. Now, the higher ups probably would rather the same sex stay in the locker room, and keep it separate.
Right.
But they can't say that because they don't want to offend somebody. So why not hide behind the law and say,
Right.
well, we would, but it's illegal. But they've never said that.
Where's our
Exactly.
state? Wait. But where's our state laws and shit? You have the
Yeah.
the federal laws and the state laws.
Right.
So there's states where marijuana is legal,
Sure.
but
But
the
then
feds
federally
still say that
Yeah.
that it's illegal. So you have state and
Well, that's what I mean. So
we need to look into that.
if it were illegal here, you would think somebody like Planet Fitness in the town that we're in would hide behind that and
Yes.
say, well, we would let you in the woman's locker room,
Yes.
but it's illegal, sir. Sorry.
We support that, but
Yeah.
the
We need to look
legalities
into
of it, we
Yeah.
can't. Right.
But they did.
Exactly.
Well, you already said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you need to look on the website. No, I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Like,
he
what
pushed
is-
you away.
know?
He
Yeah.
passed
And
the bar.
poor guy. He probably
Poor guy,
he had no
nothing.
choice.
Man,
Right.
What's he gonna do? Lose
Go-
his fucking job?
go-
They've been told to say that.
go find
Absolutely.
another fucking job.
No, man, I ain't blaming that dude for that. He's
He
trying
go-
to make a living. Whoever that
Uh,
was, I'm not saying it's his fault.
Listen.
Apparently not, because that's
Let's see.
the bill that just
Bills,
is going through 2 days
segregates
ago.
All bathroom. Oh, they're trying to pass.
yeah, as of 2 days ago.
That's here or just
here, Louisiana.
Yeah. See, they're having to pass a law because here's the
But-
thing: they probably never thought they'd need a law to
Right.
say stay
Well,
the fuck out of the
Right.
Yeah.
wrong bathroom.
Even this law is only public schools, domestic violence shelters, and correctional
So it'll be up to a
facilities.
private business then.
Yeah.
Still,
Wow.
somebody like Planet Fitness can say, "Well, we still allow it."
Hey,
know.
Are you familiar with
and
the,
I'm sorry, but
Are you-
I'm with that. Let it be up to the business, but the businesses need to take a stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And say no. Some of our women,
Yeah.
customers, they're not comfortable with that. We're sorry. Hey, make a gender neutral bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
Why do they need to? Have 3 bathrooms.
No.
Let them go in there.
No. Stop. They have 2 fucking bathrooms.
Hammer time.
Stop. Fuck that. Do you not? We don't have to fucking employ all.
Hey man,
all of these
I'm
plumbers and all
trying to
that shit.
solve the problem. I'm a problem solver.
Well, then it wasn't a problem.
Well,
10 years ago, it wasn't a fucking
no,
problem.
it
So why is
wasn't.
it a
It
problem
wasn't
now?
ever
It
heard
really
of.
wasn't,
You know
man.
what
Yeah.
happened? You caught a guy in the fucking woman's bathroom. He probably got his ass whooped back then. You know what I mean? If I walked in and my daughter's pissing and some dude's in there shaving, I'm beating his fucking ass.
All right, check this out. Are you familiar with the term sanctuary city
Yes.
or sanctuary
Yes.
state?
Yes.
Then why can't Louisiana be a sanctuary state to where we can fucking stop all of this bullshit?
Well, I don't know. It might be going.
If you can let
towards
illegals go
that.
into a fucking city and protect them, then why can't we protect our own?
I don't know, man. I'm not the one to answer that. Let's call Landry,
Yeah.
the governor. Let's call
Yes.
him up.
Call him
now.
up, man. Call him up.
On a serious note, we lost an icon this week.
We did.
Mr.
Yep.
O.J. Simpson.
Orenthal?
Guilty or not? What you say?
What?
What?
Is
Was
OJ
the
guilty?
motherfucker guilty or not?
You know, come on.
As the day is
Come on.
long, bro.
So you're trying to find out if I'm one of the people who say that
Yes.
he's not guilty?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Yeah, dude, I remember when I was young and that shit was going on, man. It was just like the black side didn't give a fuck what he did, and the
Yeah.
white side didn't give a fuck if he didn't do it or not. It was just it turned into a black white thing, you know.
They turned the media turned it into
Yeah,
a
well,
fucking black
which
white
is
thing.
what they always do. But everybody knows, like even nowadays, I don't care what color you are, they know that man did that.
Yeah, I mean, but you get Johnny Cochran and you get off.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a couple of celebrities that got into some trouble.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak on one of them because he is alive and kicking.
Yeah.
He is very, very active in our entertainment community.
Well,
However, he had some representation by the Cochrans.
yeah,
what was it saying, the Cochran? If the glove don't fit, you can't acquit.
Yeah.
must have quit.
Must have quit.
Yeah, I seen they still had people on X, saying basically that, to be on there, celebrating OJ's death is
Yeah.
hurtful, and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they forget what this man did, because he
Right.
has a family that are going to see that, and I'm like, well,
Right.
so did she, and so did Ron Goldman,
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
but you got to think of it though. Listen, no, this is a tragedy. I mean, Chloe's dad is dead.
Chloe's dead. That's what they say.
Chloe.
Yeah, that's what they claim.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see Kim maybe, but
Yeah.
How?
Chloe, I don't-
How?
I don't know. Chloe's a little too white.
You mean the Chewbacca of the Kardashians you're talking about?
The big one.
Yeah. She looks like she belongs on a fucking field, like her daddy.
Damn. No, like her daddy.
I have to show you that later. We could have some side by sides right quick, but then again, ain't no telling. You got to be careful what you put
How do
up.
you pronounce that dude's name that that got? I guess he got found guilty of stabbing that boy in the river.
Is it Nicolae?
All 5 of them.
Yeah. Did you watch that video?
Nicolae
Oh,
Miu?
yeah.
Did you see it?
No. Look, I had to stop it. I had to stop it.
It's
Well, it wasn't nothing, like it wasn't that graphic. It's just to find. I just meant to watch it to see what
All right, I'm
to
gonna
draw
tell you
an
why.
opinion
I'm gonna tell you
on.
why I couldn't watch it, because I started off watching all the people giving testimonials to what they seen,
Yeah,
and I was watching also the court proceedings of it.
yeah.
And then when the guy said that the fucking dude went through the knife across his stomach and he had to hold his guts in,
Yeah.
and then I went and saw them actually on the river, and I was like, man, I'm not even gonna try to watch this.
Well, just to
And it was
form an
so-
opinion on it.
No,
though?
because
You
it was
didn't
so
even-
creepy because they had this asshole in the back of the police car. That was what I seen first.
Yeah.
So I seen that clip first, and then I watched. So I did it in the worst way. I watched the clip of him in the back of the police car first, going,
right.
I heard somebody.
That's where he hurt himself. Yeah,
And it was like, okay,
yeah.
face value. 90% didn't do it, but whatever.
Right.
Right? It's going to be like a tight case or whatever. And then I segued over to the testimonial in the courtroom,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the setup. And then by the time it got to the river, I was like, I ain't fucking watching that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I did see, and at first I didn't see the him in the back of the cop car talking like a week ago, or whatever, when all this was going on, and I'm like, well, man, it just looks like it looked like they were instigating it, just from watching that video. But then he's claiming self-defense, but that's
So
not the
creepy.
first thing he says when he's in the back of a police car. He
Right.
says, "Oh, they're saying somebody got stabbed.
Yeah.
I fit the description," and I'm like,
Dude, but how fucking creepy is
Wow.
that? Like, how
Yeah.
creepy is that?
well, he probably didn't know what to say. He didn't
Yeah,
want to be like,
sure.
"Oh, I stabbed somebody," because he didn't know at the time. But I see the argument that if it was really self-defense, you would say, "Yeah, I stabbed that motherfucker."
Yeah, and he threw the knife.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
but
tossed
they
it on the
said
side of
it.
the river.
Supposedly he was looking for his cell phone or something.
Yeah,
Dude, he had a problem with some
kids.
kids. And
Yeah.
then, so
They stole
I'll,
his snorkel.
I'll rewind. The police
Is that
got in
real?
trouble one time
Or are you
before.
making shit up? Was that
No,
real?
Yeah,
Oh, they
that was
stole
part
his
of it. Yeah, they took his snorkel and his goggles.
But
Well.
this is the thing. I'll rewind. The police got in trouble for trying to break up a pool party. And the kids was running around. It was like 150 kids at somebody's house. And it was a pool involved. And it was a bunch of kids running around with swimsuits on and
Yeah.
stuff. And it got exacerbated because of the fact that the children was black. So, of course, it made the news during the time that they had all the other trials and, the whole thing. So when one of the kids ran across the front of the cop and, like, tried to push him back, like, running, and it was, like, dashing water on the cop and stuff like that, and the cop pulled his gun out, which is protocol.
Yeah.
But the cop didn't understand that sometimes you can have a bad day, and you're dealing with children. And that was what the outcry was about on
Right.
that part.
So
now,
you're-
fast forward, when you're a grown adult
Yeah.
and you're dealing with children, you got to deal with you can't level up.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he lost his snorkel or his phone. I think
Or
his
whatever
ass about
it was,
his
yeah.
phone.
Yeah,
Well,
but
he
I mean,
was-
don't you think he had a right to at least go over? See, from what I understand, it wasn't even his phone. It was a friend of his that he was with, and they were telling him, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about. It's not that big a deal. Don't go over there messing with him. Don't
Right,
worry
right,
about it." But he
right.
was basically like, "No, hell with that. I'm going to get your phone." So I mean, he
I
must.
can understand him going over there to get the phone,
Yeah.
but then what happened? Because he wound up the assault was on adults. That was on his own group, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
The group that he went to the river with is who he wound up punching one woman in the head.
No, that was all the kids he was arguing with.
Yeah.
They were, from what I've seen, they were like telling him or just screaming out that he was underwater taking pictures of like the girls in the
yeah.
group and
Mhm.
shit. And so they was just fucking with him on his ass.
Well, that was the black dude that was filming it was screaming at the
Yeah.
whole time. He was videoing little girls, and then in court he said that basically that wasn't.
Probably
he didn't know
not.
for sure that the guy did that. He was just
Wow.
screaming that.
I mean,
you
but
know what I mean?
that was a group of children, and then you had an adult to walk in the middle.
Yeah.
Like you right now, if you walked
Yeah.
in a room with your family,
Right.
family,
Yeah.
and if they're all between the ages of like what 13 and 18,
Yeah.
and you walk them in, what they're gonna track on you
Yeah.
like little predators, right?
No,
They're gonna and then they're gonna go in on you. So you can't be an adult and then walk into a
yeah.
bunch of strange kids because one of the motherfuckers they're gonna
be a
spitball.
smart ass.
Yeah, I mean, and they're children.
Yeah. No,
right?
and I'm with you. The best thing, you call the cops, say, look, I think they got our phone, because I'm with you. Which I doubt the guy wanted it to lead to that. But now once it did, I was just watching the video. Do you think he was entitled to defend himself at that point, or did he put himself in harm's way because the video is all over the place. Did you watch it?
I did.
Have you seen it? It's all over the place, and you can see them pushing him, but it's hard to tell who put hands on who.
Yeah, because one of them pushed him down in the water and either slapped him or punched him in the head or some shit. And it's a very close line because, for one, you're in 3 foot of water, so it's like you could be in fear of your life. Like, there's 6 of these people, they could drown me, but he should have also been minding his own business.
I'm going to say
called the police.
I'm going to say no because he brought a gun to a knife fight. Yeah. He escalated that shit.
Well, he bought a knife to a
fist
fight.
No. I'm
trying
to give you the reference.
I know what you mean.
So he went into the middle of a bunch of children. And that was another thing, too, was his group was over here, and they were over there.
Right.
And that's what he should have left that fucking shit alone. But he interjected himself into the middle of them. Now, does he have a right to not be touched or harassed or whatever? Yeah, to a point. But like I said before, you have certain groups of people and other groups. If you want to go and, I got a right to go up in the middle of that group, go ahead. But something might happen to you.
This is what it leads to.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people that don't want to be fucked with. Those kids didn't go over there to be hanging out with this dude and to be sitting there. Of course, some of them might have wished that he came over to call him a pedophile and all of that shit that they was doing. But,
Yeah, I was on the fence because I didn't, when I first saw it, of course, all they show is the part where they're pushing on him. And then, so then they want to say, oh, he had all the right in the world to defend himself. But then when you start digging into it and, like you said, watching testimony and seeing other videos, then it's like, I don't know. I think I'm more with you that I probably would. You just stay away from that nonsense.
Yeah, that's a fine line, man.
But it's hard to do. I mean, if you know for a fact, or in your mind, it's a fact that somebody stole something of yours or whatever. It's
it's what he did.
Yeah,
it's what that motherfucker did. I mean, because we're talking about one thing as and if what we would do if we had to go into another group. Because I'm sure Brad, you wouldn't back down. I wouldn't back down. You wouldn't back down.
Yeah.
You got my shit. I'm going to get it.
Right.
But then he took it to I'm going to go. I'm a gut. I'm going to knock this woman out. He punched a woman in the head.
I heard he hit. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
was that on film? All I heard was, he hit a girl. You hit a girl or something.
Well, he did. Because it came from a couple of different people that said it. He hit the woman, and the woman's hair flailed when he hit her. And so he punched the woman, and then he took out his knife, and he basically gutted the fucking dude.
Yeah,
well, he stabbed the chick first.
Yeah,
as soon as he got out the water, he stabbed her in the ribs, and then
I seen her holding her. And then it looked like one of the guys went to push him, and as he pushed him, so somebody was like, "See, he ran into his knife. He didn't stab him."
Yeah, as soon as dude pushed him, he stabbed him, and then off camera, he stabbed 3 more people.
Yeah, so this is all the bullshit that he did. Now, whether it's law or not, he was in a group. Another group was over here. They told his grown ass, "Don't go over there." He went in. Okay, number 1. Number 2, he stabbed somebody. Number 3, he punched a woman in the head. Number 4, he sliced the fucking dude's guts open to where he had hold him in with his hand. And the dude was repeating this to himself, "I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die."
That must have been the one I saw that was in court and had the big scar on his. Yeah.
And then the most creepiest part was when they had his ass in the fucking cop car, he was like, I heard that something happened and I fit the description.
Yeah, and
when I saw that too, I was like, man,
they need to take his ass
off.
Didn't
help you
He does not need to be on the streets
anymore. And the cops were looking for him at the landing when you land, and by the time he had gotten there, he changed clothes and shit and put a hat on and just walked right past the police officers hoping he'd get away. And then one of the employees was like, "Hey, I think y'all are looking for that guy." Yeah. So they went and talked to him. He was in the car about to drive off.
That definitely should be his last day of freedom.
Oh, it is. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I know they revoked his bail and till sentencing and all, but I mean, they got him on first-degree homicide or something.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to look before. Is that?
I
don't know.
I think
it is.
To say, absolutely.
All I saw is that they found him guilty, and I was like, "Ooh, man,
he ought to become. He ought to become an organ donor himself.
Yeah,
Send him somewhere where they need those kidneys.
Yeah. Well, he's done.
You don't know nothing about that. Brad is safe where he goes to vacation, and I'm not. So I gotta walk around with my hands.
They stealing kidneys over there.
You wake up in an ice tub full of.
And then he's trying to convince us we need to go there.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you need to come with me on vacation. Watch your kidneys.
Walking around like Forrest Gump. I may not be a smart man, but I do know how to protect my kidneys, Jedi.
Well,
they cut you back. I'm being
While we're
Good.
while we're talking about stabbings, there was a mass stabbing in Australia.
Yeah, there was.
In the mall.
Video.
Yeah.
6 people.
Mm-hmm. I seen they shot his ass though.
Yeah, the police shot him when they got
good
there,
for him.
but
Yeah.
it was a little too late for 6 people.
Yeah,
He was the last samurai.
probably wasn't a Muslim. Probably wasn't.
He was the last samurai.
Did you see the video?
I didn't.
Running everybody.
I just saw the headline.
Was it a sword or was it like
It
a?
was a knife.
It was a knife?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's just running through the mall, just like he kind of run up to some people, and then he just turned away from them. I guess I don't know what the deal was. He was just picking and choosing. I don't know what the fuck
I
those
just saw the
people was doing.
headline.
Yeah,
Mass
I seen
stabbings.
some of the video, and then I seen him on the ground with the cop kneeling over him that apparently put a couple bullets in his stupid ass.
So he died.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I stopped reading after that. I was like, well, they shot his stupid ass,
Yeah.
so that's good.
He went away.
But speaking of shooting, they the parents that got sentenced to prison for the first time ever for one of their one of these kids shooting at these schools. Man, I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know all the evidence they had like against the parents to do that.
Right.
What were they saying? I mean, did you read up on that
mean,
at all?
I haven't read up on it since the case ended. I just know that in the beginning it was just basically that they didn't protect their firearms, and I think it was something about like there were obvious signs that it was coming, and the parents just ignored it.
But I mean, how do you? Not granted, I didn't hear none of the evidence presented in court. So I don't know. Maybe if I did, I'd change my mind. But I'm saying, just because it's obvious to one person doesn't make it obvious to another.
Right.
I mean, man, that's a scary line to start holding parents that accountable for what their children do.
Supposedly, from what I kind of glanced through, is that the father bought the son, 15-year-old kid, bought him this gun on a Good Friday sale.
Okay.
And with ammunition, and I think the mother took him to the shooting range, and so yeah, I guess, man, they just I'm in agreement with you. I think it's just crazy that they, look, should you secure your firearms?
Of course.
God, yeah, but you would think at 15 years old, you would have some type of sense in your head, but.
Yeah.
But I even know at school I was reading when he was in class that they would ask him to go have some mental evaluations and all that kind of stuff. So maybe there was something hidden that they knew. And
because the one thing I read is that they found some kind of fucked up drawings that he was doing.
Right.
And the parents came to school that morning and kind of blew it off. And instead of taking him out of school that day, they just went to work or did whatever they were doing and left him there. Well, then that's the day he wound up shooting.
Right.
So there, I guess that was another thing they were saying, that right then and there, you should have took that boy out of school and went and got him evaluated. But I mean, in their parents' mind, they didn't think it was that important. So it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I wish I'd have paid more attention to the case. I just didn't have time, because I'm curious on what was the line that they crossed to where it was like, now you're guilty. Because I mean, they start throwing parents in jail for what their children do. That's
10
tough,
years,
man.
bro. Yeah.
That's tough, because some kids are just fucking stupid.
What kind of time did they get?
10, I think it was 10 years.
10 years.
So. Yeah. 10 to 15 years for manslaughter.
The apple doesn't fall from the tree.
Yeah.
So a lot of time you see a little kid that's pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Well, it is, but then there's some that, the family was.
I mean, I understand. No. I mean, you have individuals, but at the same time, like when you have like oh man, I'm not. I know some people who work in the education system that deal with some children who are at risk.
Right.
And when they have to have the meeting with the parents, and the parents have to sit down in there, you're like, oh fuck, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there were more, warning signs, or maybe the parents had been told numerous times, to do something about this kid, and they didn't. Maybe
they couldn't.
I don't know.
I mean, if
you could take the fucking gun.
No, if the parent no, what I'm saying is, if the parent is fucked up, and then the kid is fucked up, and he's like, you're asking me, and I can't hold my shit together. You're asking me to hold this motherfucker. Like,
I see
they
what
couldn't.
you're saying,
but at the same time, it's a good deal. It's a good thing. Yeah, your kid goes and shoots the fucking school up, and that gives more adults more accountability for things, because children can't buy guns.
No, they can't. They can't.
Which I was actually going to say that, because I wonder how that would play out in a state like Louisiana, where a kid can possess a rifle. I
think you'd still.
I think it would come down to the mental health part of it.
Can a child buy a rifle?
They can't buy it, but they can possess it.
Then that goes to the accountability of the parent,
because they still bought it.
Yep. That's how it goes.
It's a crazy.
They do it with alcohol.
I'm on the line.
They do it with alcohol. They find your kid drunk. Yeah, your ass is going to jail.
In trouble.
So it's the same thing with a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, we have.
But your kid's not supposed to be able to possess alcohol. You know what I mean? But It's not all states.
No,
There's not many, but in
it's
Louisiana, they can possess a firearm.
It's called contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile.
Yeah,
So
but that's
if
what
they
he's
find-
saying. But if you're like, say my 16-year-old has a pistol in their car, it's not illegal in Louisiana. You can possess a gun.
Oh.
You know what I mean? If you look up the law, there's no limit on that. As far now, you can't go buying
I don't
it.
know, man.
like
You gotta,
even farther than that. Like if you know. He was like, "Hey, I'm going hunting," and you're like, "All right, take the rifle." Like that's completely legal in Louisiana. But if he diverts course and goes to the mall and shoots them all up,
but that's circumstantial,
right?
That's then there's because there's an exception to every rule, right? Like let's say there's a child who can drive that they're doing a delivery service, and there's alcohol that's part of the delivery. They're delivering groceries to someone or something like that. Sometimes it's incapacity. Like you have children that work at places that serve alcohol, and they can't serve alcohol, but they're amongst the other alcohol. So,
oh wait, I was lying. Maybe it was long guns. I did want to fact check what I was saying because I didn't want people to be screaming at the screen if they're watching. But it says, according to this, it's unlawful for any person who has not attained the age of 18 to knowingly possess a handgun. I think long guns.
There is no.
But even at 18, you can't buy it.
6.
Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can have it.
The parents ought to be the parents ought to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when we go to buy a firearm, we have to go through all of this shit.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't.
It's coming from somebody who don't have a kid.
Right.
It's like you do everything you can to make sure your kid's not fucking up, and then they do, and now they coming after you. And I'm not saying these parents did everything they did, but I'm saying
but the thing
it
of
could
it is,
lead to that where now it's like every time a kid does something, it's like parents are going to prison. It's like, well, goddamn, I did my best. I locked the guns up. The asshole broke into the fucking safe.
Well, then that's different. Yeah. That's much different.
Yeah. Well, it is in this case for sure. Because
I see what you're saying.
What I'm saying is
circumstantial.
like if you give because a lot of people just don't have any kind of fucking accountability at all now. People are doing some astronomical shit these days about not wanting to work and wanting to get everything for free. They not wanting to leave the nest, and it's just hell on an adult.
Yeah.
However, if you have a child and then you have all of these fucking guns and shit, well, you shouldn't have had a kid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you want to have 1,500 guns, don't have children, because if you have children, now you got a child and a gun. And so now you have to have a little bit of responsibility up in there, right?
A lot of responsibility.
And I'm not saying that I'm threading a fucking needle right now, buddy. I'm not saying that everybody who has a plethora of guns is irresponsible with the guns. Yeah. But at the same time, you start to have more fucking guns than you have hands.
Right. Then you really have to be like,
it's like, I got one under the table. I got one behind this door. I got one over here. I got one over there. And then we do. I tell my kids not to touch them fucking guns. Next thing you know, your kid is the one that shot the fucking school up.
Well, that is a lot of, my kid knows better. And it's like, they do until they don't. And then it's trouble, whether it be themselves they accidentally hurt or a sibling or take the damn thing to school.
So if you're asking me should an adult be responsible for their child and for their child's actions? Absolutely. Especially when it's in the capacity of them that's providing the materials for that child to carry that thing out.
Well, let's straighten it out, though. We are pro-gun in this motherfucker, though.
Fuck
we ain't sitting up here anti-gun.
Absolutely.
Well, you may not be. I am.
I'm not.
Fuji's like, I lost on him. I gave him
all
away.
You just go, sir, stop.
Well, I did hear a story came across this week that a 85-year-old woman shot and killed an intruder. Grabbed a .357 Magnum and blew that son of a bitch away.
Fuck yeah.
In Idaho.
Congrats.
Yeah. Got him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he broke the threshold and came in.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, he was in the house.
Yeah, because you can't shoot through the door and all of that. A lot of people think that you can, but you can't.
Well, if you're 85 and I'm not saying shoot through your door, but I'm saying as soon as it's just an inch in it, it's like, a woman, it's like, you gotta go.
I'm thinking terrible shit because you said that at 85, if they had gotten any kind of prison time, it'd be a life sentence.
It would.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So think about it. So think about it. If an 85-year-old drives a car and they get in a traffic infraction, and so they put a bench warrant out for their arrest because they didn't pay their tickets,
right?
They'll get life. Sorry, my fucking brain, man. I'm sorry. I apologize.
They said home invasion began about 2 a.m. 39-year-old. Parked a mile away, then broke into her home with in the window with a screwdriver, and apparently it woke her up. And
I love those.
Hell yeah!
I love those instant justice.
That's awesome.
That's great.
I love that. Like the other guy, one of my favorites. We're gonna go off track, but here we go. The guy was watching somebody breaking into his house, and he was outside by their car. So he jumped into their car and took their car. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love the instant justice ones.
Yeah, I know, me too.
The road ragers, and then they wind up smashing, not smashing somebody else's car, but when they run off the road and shit.
They, like smoke the center barrier.
Yeah,
or
they like you'll see them like try to cut somebody off, and then they looking at somebody. Yeah, fuck you, and then they turn around and smash.
I did see. Oh, go ahead, Justin.
You seen the one where he hit the side of the mountain? He was road raging.
I watched all of them.
I was thinking when you were talking about the justice, and it reminded me of the street justice video I watched earlier.
Let's get it.
Pull up and let you see it, but you can see it's a woman there. It's an older woman. This asshole decides he's gonna punch her. Well, there it comes. They got his ass.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Somebody finally stood up. The
That's
streets
what
were
I'm
like,
talking about.
"Nah, you ain't doing that around here, buddy."
Kicked him in his pancreas. Look at that.
He did too. Look, he's still kicking him.
Ooh.
Bet he don't do that again.
He may not be able to.
Well, hey man,
No, his leg's still up.
Fuck him.
fuck him. He deserves it.
Yep.
He's still awake.
Well, he deserved it. Hauling off and punching that lady like that.
And then everybody had to, so they knew the law.
And there she is. Look, they checking on her.
Look, they knew the law. You saw him disperse?
That was pretty cool though, man.
Yeah, that's fucking
That was
dope.
good. They need more of that, and them assholes will stop doing that shit.
No, listen.
Here come the police.
Listen.
Yeah.
They wasn't mad about it.
Who?
Those kids.
Oh, they were just
They
looking
just
for a
wanted to
reason
fuck
to beat the
somebody
shit out of
up.
somebody.
They knew. Look, they knew what they were doing. That was
Yeah.
not angry mob mentality. That was we got to go over here and fuck this dude up. And it was that's men right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw some street justice from somewhere in Africa the other
Lord,
day.
it
I
gets
saw,
bad
yeah.
over there. Yeah. If they just accuse you of stealing or something, they stay whooping your ass. And I'm like, damn, it's rough over there. There's no trial. There's nothing.
No.
It just, he stole a fucking apple, and that's it.
And then you're burning under
done,
a pile of tires.
Yeah, it's rough over there.
North Africa and the Asia the Asia where the Middle East and all of that meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the northern part of the Sahara, the northern part of Sahara, and the Egyptian area and all of the Middle East,
Right.
they got strict rules
do.
on fucking stealing people's shit. And that's why I keep saying, like, the United States is not number one because they got some shit fucked up. You should not be able to touch nobody else's stuff. If Brad leaves his shit right there, over in the Middle East, if Brad leaves his shit right there, Brad will come back, that motherfucker have cobwebs on it.
Right.
Or the rats and the roaches fucking ate it, but you didn't touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how it should be, but we don't have any respect for each other's shit.
Yeah.
I heard, since you're talking about the Middle East, but like I heard like Dubai's got some strict fucking like sentences on their laws and shit.
Dubai, even though you're talking about the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, right?
Mhm.
The where they have where swallowing the money is at.
Yeah.
That's still the Middle East.
Right.
They still adhere to all of the rules all around it. You know, like
I don't know if any of y'all have heard of Neon, the streamer, fucking little asshole.
I've heard of him, but I don't.
I haven't.
According to the internet, he just got sentenced to a year.
Filming.
He was filming in an amusement park in Dubai, and they told him
Yeah.
to stop filming like 3 times.
Now,
told him to quit live streaming, and when he was leaving, they arrested him. And
Now, is he
Wait,
one of those assholes that go around fucking with people type streamer, or is he? Because I've heard his name, but I don't watch his shit.
he doesn't. From what I've seen, he doesn't typically fuck with like the public, but like he'll fuck with other YouTubers and streamers. They'll like
okay.
set up a meeting to stream together, and he's
Yeah.
just a fucking asshole to
I got
him, you know.
But yeah, I did see. Apparently, he was just for filming over
Yeah.
there or some shit. I was like, damn,
dude.
that's harsh.
So think about that fucking prison. He's in the middle of the desert.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna have no agadition in there, right? And then they're gonna be giving him fucking typical poor Middle Eastern food.
yeah.
So he's probably not gonna get any type of sustenance at all. Just whatever smeared on the fucking plate and
Why
slid
was he
toward him.
over there?
he just goes
Like, why would you be over there?
everywhere I
And
don't
not
he
know
just
their
travels
laws
and
that much?
shit.
I mean, well,
for
you
one,
just if he's making a lot of money, that's where you go. You go to
just
Dubai.
go to
because-
Dubai.
oh,
you can't even
fucking right.
film nothing. Why would you want to be there?
No, he had a lot of
And
money,
that's
so
what
he
he
go
went
to
for,
Dubai.
was
So
the live
what?
stream.
When you have a lot of money, no matter what you do,
Yeah.
you know, if you have a lot of money, you go where the money is at. So while he was there, he was like, "I'm gonna do some filming,"
Yeah.
and the next thing you know,
He
was
was
lucky
never
because
once have I thought I'm going to Dubai if I ever
Wow.
get
because
rich.
you never have money.
Well, I haven't. Not that kind of money,
No,
but
not
I'm
that
saying
kind,
if
but-
if it's like that, their justice system, why the
Yeah.
fuck would you want to be there? You know?
Well, it sounds
It's-
like they asked him, right, to
Oh
quit.
yeah, they told
well,
him
you
because
just-
he was live streaming, and I guess somebody at the park saw
Yeah.
it, and they were like, "Hey,
okay.
quit live
So
streaming."
he had a warning.
yeah,
Oh,
3.
sit your
They
ass
told
in
him
jail.
3 times.
Oh, sit your
Oh,
stupid
yeah,
ass
I
Oh,
in
he was a
jail.
lucky. He's a lucky motherfucker.
Yeah.
Even though he got a year,
Yeah,
I'm still saying he's still lucky that they warned him to stop
right.
because their laws are set in place. They're not meant to warn you at all.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like bruh, you want a warning? Your warning is when you open your fucking eyes this morning. That's all you get.
I guess he thought they were joking. I don't know, man.
Well, apparently he didn't think that like they could see. He thought that they saw his camera.
Yeah.
And that's how they knew he was filming. So he was still live streaming, not knowing that they're watching the live stream.
Justin makes the perfect point. He said it.
What?
He didn't think.
No.
Right.
No. Look at the girl. The girl, Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't fucking think.
Did not think.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't think. This dude didn't think. The other fucking dude that went over there to go fuck with those kids didn't think.
Right.
The one
He
that
got to
punched
use
that
your
woman.
fucking head.
Didn't think.
Oh,
Yes,
fucking
indeed.
asshole.
Well, I thought this woman here thought she wasn't getting in trouble for turning over that diary from Biden's
Ashley
freaking
Biden.
Yeah, it's funny they sentenced her to prison for steal. Don't give two shits about what's in the diary about how this man was taking showers and all with his freaking 11-year-old daughter, and she's not even sure if she was molested or not. Like it's like Jesus Christ. And then the one that turns that over gets in trouble.
Somebody on TikTok was saying that they were like trying to claim that it wasn't her diary.
Of course,
and then they arrested this chick for releasing her diary.
Yeah,
so
if it wasn't hers, they wouldn't have gave a shit. They'd have been like, I don't care, let that out. It's nothing. But
and they found it, right? Didn't they find the diary in a hotel room? Or something?
Well, it was in an old rehab.
In a rehab,
it was under the bed or something that this girl was in. She happened to be in the room, I guess, that Ashley Biden was in at one time, and she found it.
How you get in trouble for that? Like that's
you get in trouble because you fuck with
deserted
with
property.
The Bidens, and that side is how you get in trouble.
Absolutely,
that's why.
It won't be too much longer.
They're powerful.
It won't be too much longer.
You don't think? I don't think it'll be with him. I think they're gonna figure out a way to replace him with somebody. But he's I don't think
the imposter.
I don't know.
Kamala Harris, the imposter.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man.
Be
probably Gavin.
Oh, you're talking about like for an election?
Yeah.
I got you.
So
Michael.
Anyway, what were you were about to say something?
You seen your boy Morgan Wallen?
I did. I seen he threw a fucking chair or something off of a balcony.
Morgan Wallen.
A 6th floor fucking balcony.
I guess
said it landed like feet away from two cops.
He's just straight country, huh?
Yeah,
drunk
and fucking drunk and rowdy.
No, he was straight drunk.
Yeah, well, what else do you do though, man? You become famous and rich and start destroying fucking
hotels, fuck bars up.
No, he was on the roof.
I think he was on a balcony in a bar or something.
No, he was on the roof. He was on the roof because the guy took a picture. He said, "This is exactly where Morgan Wallen." A guy got up there. It was a destination. I'm standing right with Morgan Wallen, threw the fucking chair off. But he didn't hurt anybody, so he's gonna. We could pass the hat around. And y'all want to bet to say that he gets away with it?
What do you call getting away with?
Yeah,
you just saying scot free, nothing.
If I did it,
I know, but I'm saying what kind of punishment do you think he gets at all, if any? What do you think the most he gets? Let's put it that way.
No. Let me define getting away with it. If I did it. Compared to
I don't know because we'd have to find out
if I did it compared to that.
You're gonna have to do it, and we're gonna have to compare the punishments.
Right. Dude, I'd probably go to jail just by going to Nashville. They'd be like, "Come here."
Nashville's pretty fucking diverse. Let's put it that way.
They'd be like, "Come here, Charlie Pride."
They let Hootie in.
Come here, Hootie.
Yeah. No, that's the only way we're really gonna know.
I think he catches fines.
Yeah. That's about what bougie would catch a fine.
I'd go to jail because if they caught me the fine, I couldn't pay it.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Go throw a chair at a cop and see.
I'm gonna hang out with Darius Rucker. Can we call Darius Rucker and ask him?
Yeah, let's see.
He's probably in there doing concerts with Morgan.
No telling. Anyway, all right. Well, I know it's early. We're gonna wrap it up though. I've got a lot of clean up after the damn tornado blew through here and fucked everything up. So
absolutely,
we're gonna cut this one a little short.
Tornado.
Oh wait! I do have a video I wanted y'all to see.
Hell yeah!
There we go.
I do have a video. Before we go,
that was kind of lackluster. I didn't want you
damage.
Oh my god!
I want to see. Oh, she's cleaning her house. Probably tornado hit it. Found a dead animal. No big deal. I mean, what's wrong with it?
Oh,
like, why would you even think that was a good? And then look, she puts her teeth in. Oh man, I'm sorry I showed that, y'all.
That is so.
But she threw it down. It wasn't any good.
No.
That is so.
She's picking the hair off her tongue.
That is so.
Somebody's gonna kiss that later.
We didn't hit
that is
on
messed
the
up, ain't it, Booge?
That Dexter Reed.
Oh, that was the
Chicago, wasn't it?
The shooting, huh? That happened.
Yeah.
What, they shot like 96 times.
Yeah, it was 96.
But
40
I mean, he shot at them.
Right.
11, right?
You know?
Something like that. He shot
Yeah,
11
they're saying about
times.
11 times.
They
but-
put a fucking picture of that fucking kid at his graduation.
Yeah, of course they did.
That
They
was-
always do that.
That was 7 years ago.
They always do that. What
Yeah,
else are they gonna do?
It was 7 years ago. Like show me him doing something positive
Yeah,
in
show
the
me
last
his
6
mugshot.
months. Yeah,
You know?
exactly. But you can never put a parent on after
Well,
the
the
child
parent
died.
shouldn't get on it. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's the media.
Like, but they didn't force that lady to get up
Yes,
there
they-
and sit there and say that all he was doing was driving in his car. Like, she
When you-
knows what that boy was up to. That's
Right.
her son.
Yeah, but now she's processing everything in a different light.
Right.
When your child is dead, it's a completely different light.
What the
guess.
father had to say.
Oh, you did not go there, Brad.
I'm just asking. I mean,
He's getting milk, bruh.
oh, is that what it's? Stop.
They got pictures of him when he was in the second grade.
Oh, man.
Brad, you a sneaky motherfucker, boy.
I'm asking questions.
Now I
man.
got to edit all this out. Let's get out of here, man. Come on. I'm going to clean up.
All right.
BSing with the guys. Shane, Brad, Bougie, Justin. Later.
Later.